As usual, Fred and I will make sure that we get the coaching staff engaged here throughout the course of the game, give you our perspective, and they will be providing their perspective as well. So hopefully we'll add a little color to the game. And here we go. Waite on the ice, tries to center it over to Bellows. Bellows not able to grab it, picked off by the Czechs. Waite and Bellows behind the net. Waite on the chase. Did I say Czechs? If I said Czechs, I meant Germans. The Czechs are more like yesterday's game. I apologize for that. And here come the Germans. Broken up by the U.S. Picked up by Bellows. Knocked high at center ice. Daschke knocks it deep in the German zone. And the Germans bring it out to neutral ice. Try to pass it in, broken up. Kiersted gets a puck, knocks it in. Here comes Matson. Matson on the far side sends it out to Peak. Into the German goalie, stop, save, and that will be a stoppage of action at 18:15. And here we go again. Germans pick it up, take it to neutral ice, try to dump it into the zone. Back goes Pete, brings it around the close side. Stopped at neutral ice. U.S. dumps it in, goes for a line change. 17:51 left here in this first period. Germans try to get a shot off. That block picked up in traffic. The U.S. knocks it away. McInnes tries to get it all the way around up to Gettinger. Tufte chases across the top side. The Germans bring it in. Tufte again with the puck as the U.S. sets up for attack. Here comes Krohn. Krohn tries to get it across to Kopeka. Broken up by the Czechs. The U.S. offsides. The Germans pick it up. If I say Czechs going forward, I mean Germans. I apologize. And here comes McInnes. McInnes over to Kopeka. Again broken up on the near side. Rossini goes after it. Battle up along the boards. McInnes picks it up again. Drops it back to Rossini. Rossini brings it up to Kopeka. Kopeka to Krohn. Krohn takes a look for Tufte. Not able to make it happen. Here comes Kopeka again. And broken up by the Germans. Stopped again here. Shot wide. Here comes Krohn again. Krohn's looking. Some incredible stick handling on his part. Taken down. Daschke across. Farmer. Farmer with a shot. Save. Tufte tries to get it off. Broken up against traffic. Germans playing some nice defense today. And the Germans bring it out to neutral ice. Dump it into the zone. Go for a line change. 15:51 left in the first. And that's going to be icing, and it'll be coming back. Gerlach on the draw here, brings it back. Daschke with the puck. Farmer up to Yamamoto, in and across to Gerlach. Gerlach shot, goal! So the U.S. picking up the first goal here 4 minutes, 30 seconds into the first period. Gerlach on a great pass. Coming in from Yamamoto. Again, Gerlach player of the game yesterday, starting off strong and continuing it into today. Gerlach on the draw, wins it. Up to Yamamoto, dumps it into the zone. Yamamoto with the puck now behind the net. Looks for a player, takes it up top. McInnes with a shot save. And the Germans clear the zone. U.S. dumps it back in again. Yamamoto going after the puck in the corner. Dumps it down to Senden. Senden back up top to Peak. Peak over to Kierstead. Over to Gerlach. Gerlach looking down to Yamamoto. Tries to get it back to Gerlach, and Gerlach couldn't get a stick on it, so that's going to head all the way down. Picked up by Rasmussen. Rasmussen puck passes it back onside to Gerlach. Gerlach down, Senden chasing behind the net. Loses an edge right there. And the Germans bring it out at neutral ice. Stopped by McInnes. Gerlach over to Waite. Waite back to Gerlach. Gerlach tries to get a shot off. Lots of German stick traffic. 14 minutes left in the first period of action. Germans get a shot off, nearly with a chance. I think the USA getting away with one there. Rasmussen had a nice stop, but then it came up on the far side, and was able to knock it away, so it cleared it. But it was a close one. 13:42 with stoppage of play here. 1-0 United States over Germany. Waite gonna center it. Bellows picks it up, drops it back. Rossini down to Neerum. Waite tries to get a stick on it behind the net. Too many German players there to hold on to it. Out to center ice. Here comes Farmer. Farmer to Neerum, captain of this team. Tries to get it over to Bellows. Broken up. And we have an odd man rush, but offsides. A nice attempt by the Germans there to get a breakaway, but the timing was slightly off and caused an offsides. 13-11 left in the first period here. Madsen on the draw. Back. Gettinger with the puck. Dumps it in deep. Down to Madsen. Southers delivers a nice blow along the boards. Farmer into the corner, pins one of the German players up tight. And here comes Daschke. Daschke, Madsen tries to get it to Daschke again. Broken up. Here come the Germans. Germans onside. Line change. Daschke again. Gettinger on up to, tries to get it up to Southers. Southers lose control of it. Here comes Madsen again, tries to grab it, bring it back on sides, heads back into the U.S. zone, and Kierstead shoots it over to Peak. Back over to Kierstead. And here comes Krohn over to Tufte. Tufte tries to get a stick on it, not able to do so. Krohn goes for a stuff, blocked. Shot there. Rasmussen holds off. Krohn tries to grab it. The Germans get it. Kierstead tries to get it from Krohn. Krohn with a shot save. Knocked out by the Germans. Peak doing a dance there right near the blue line. And the Germans bringing it out to neutral ice. Dumping it into the zone. Defensive line change for the Germans. Kierstead grabs the puck. Tries to get it to Krohn. Not able to hold on. And that one looked offsides, and that's what they're calling it. 10:51 left in the first period. The U.S. up by 1. Gerlach on the draw, wins it. Back to McInnes. McInnes brings it across to Senden. Senden up to Gerlach. Gerlach to Yamamoto on a breakaway. Tries to get it back to Gerlach. Broken up. Yamamoto battling in the corner. There's going to be a penalty coming up here on the Germans. So the U.S. is going to advance the attacker. Out to Rossini. Rossini across to McInnes. McInnes looking, not able to make it happen. Here comes Bellows trying to battle for the puck. And whistle blown as the Germans touch the puck. 10:18. The U.S. is going to get their first opportunity at a power play. As the Germans pick up an interference call. I know it's early in the game, Fred, but obviously it doesn't look nearly as physical thus far as the Czech game.
Well, it seems like the USA is a little bit flat. Sure, coming off the loss yesterday is tough to get that focus back.
And here comes Gerlach. Gerlach, Rossini, Farmer, Rossini. Back to Gerlach, looking for a shooting lane. Tries to get it across. Over to Farmer. Farmer with a score on a pass. Very nice pass from Yamamoto.
And just like that, a nice tic-tac-toe.
Fantastic. The U.S. up 2-0 with just under 10 minutes to play here in the first period.
That power play was a little more reminiscent of earlier in the week where their power play was particularly strong. And then it dropped off again. The competition had gone up a bit, which makes it a little tougher, but that was a real nice play.
Absolutely. The U.S. capitalizing on that one. So with a 2-0 lead, the U.S. feeling pretty good here in the first period, but obviously the momentum could shift very quickly with the power of this German team. Bellows with the draw, knocks it into the zone. Waiting Bellows along the board. Bellows holds onto it, passes it across to Nierum. Nierum couldn't quite close on the shot, but had the wide side open. Shot from the point, knocked away by the Germans. Nierum tries to get a stick on it. Not able to do so, but delivers a heck of a blow along the far side. Here comes Bellows. The U.S. onside. And that blown dead. 9:15 left in the first period. Matson on the draw. Wins that. Back to Rossini. Getting her with the puck. Dumps it in the zone. Southers with a blow behind the net. Out front. Shot from Matson and stop saved right at 9 minutes remaining. It's already a decent performance by the German goalie, wouldn't you say, Fred?
Absolutely. Very strong performance so far.
Matson draw again. Rossini knocks it in deep. Gettinger tries to hold it in. Germans pick it up. Gettinger dumps it in again. Here comes Matson. Matson hangs onto it. Rossini with a wide shot looking for a tip. Southers picks it up. Southers tries to make his way through. Broken up, and here come the Germans. Rossini throwing a punch. McInnes grabs the puck and knocks it back in. Matson picks it up, brings it across into the German zone. Southers right there. Battling together. Back to Southers. Across to Gettinger. McInnes. Southers tries to get a shot off, but that one caught up in traffic. Germans with a shot. That was going to be wide, but Rasmussen keeps it away anyway. 7:50 remaining in first period action. The U.S. leading 2-0. And here comes Tufte and Crone. Tufte stops, gets a shot. Blocked. Crone picks up the puck, tries to get it through traffic. The Germans pick it up, bring it back through neutral ice, and almost on an odd man rush there as they converted. Here comes Crone, turning it around the other way, broken up by the Germans, knocked in by Kopeka. Kopeka over to Crone. Can't keep it in the zone, so it remains at neutral ice. And here come the Germans with a shot. Rasmussen, perfect save. 6:53 left in the first period. 2-0 USA. Nice stop by Rasmussen. And the U.S. bringing it into the German zone again. Here comes Matson. Gerlach. Yamamoto tied up on the far side. Senden tries to help out. The Germans pick it up. Into the U.S. zone. Kierstead chasing, gets it over to Peak. Peak with the puck, up to Gerlach. Gerlach looking for Yamamoto, not able to get it there. Kierstead tries to keep it in, but obviously can't, so it ends up at neutral ice. Germans pick it up. And here comes Yamamoto. Yamamoto taking on some of the German team himself. Germans pick it up. Over to Peak. Peak to Senden. Senden with the puck, drops it back to Peak. And the U.S. sets up. Gerlach tips it into the zone, so he remains onside. And we've got a penalty coming to the Germans. So the U.S. is going to get an opportunity again here with the special teams to extend their lead. Right now, 2-0. This is certainly not what the Germans need. So at 5:23, the U.S. on its third power play. Bellows in for the draw. Waite and Nearham in with him. as well as Rossini and Farmer. Farmer with the puck now. Passes it over to Rossini. Rossini to Bellows. Bellows down deep. Up to Bellows again. Shot saved. A minute 48 left in the power play.
USA showing a lot of confidence on the power play today. After going 0-7 yesterday, unfortunately, but it's really nice to see them step up.
Yeah, now 0-7 on the power play obviously doesn't really work for winning games, and so it's nice to see, like you said, Fred, for them to start capitalizing again. It'd be nice to even further extend that confidence here. Near him on the draw. Rossini holds on to it. Farmer looks over to Rossini, tries to get a stick on it. Not quite enough wood there to make it really work for him, so that gets away. Germany knocks it deep with a minute 30 left in the power play for the U.S. Rossini over to Farmer. The U.S. setting up. The Germans change lines. Waite, Farmer, Rossini, Bellows. Waite has the puck, gets a shot off, but that stopped again by the German goalie. Just under a minute left in the power play for the United States. Crone, Tufte, and Matson coming in together with Peak and Kierstead for the U.S. Drops it back to Peak. Down to Crone, over to Tufte. Crone, he's looking. Down to Tufte. And out again to Peak. Peak looking, but a lot of traffic in front of the net right now. Kierstead passes over and back. Down low to Crone, shot over to Tufte. Tufte gets a shot, broken up in traffic. The Germans pick it up and knock it back into the U.S. zone. 20 seconds left in the power play, 3:40 left in the period. The U.S. leading 2-0. Here comes Kierstead. Kierstead looking, brings it back to Crone. Penalty just about to expire for the United States. Out front, Crone can't get a stick on it, and we've got a breakaway. The Germans try to make it. Rasmussen with a tremendous save. And there's going to be an interference call there on the United States. So Kierstead battling, not able to hold it up. The interference call made, and the Germans are going to go on their first power play of the day.
This is one area that the U.S. has had way too much practice, unfortunately, with a number of penalties yesterday. One would say it was a little bit lopsided against the Czech Republic, but they held off all but one. So fantastic job yesterday.
The U.S. grabs the puck, knocks it deep into the German zone. Nearham tying things up a little bit there. Kopeka keeping up the pressure on the Germans, and the Germans set up. 1:30 left in the power play to Germany. Germans knock it deep into the U.S. zone. Kopeka knocks it and clears the ice. Germany goes to set back up again, brings in fresh legs. The U.S. just does the same with a minute 13 left on the power play. Offsides on the part of the Germans. That'll bring the stoppage of play. 2:14 left in the period. A minute, just over a minute in the power play. Gerlach wins the draw for the U.S., knocks it back to McInnes. McInnes clears the zone. And Germany sets up again. Sending grabs a puck. Again, knocks it deep into the Germany zone. 40 seconds left on the penalty kill for the United States. Germany coming back at it. So far they've not been able to build momentum and hold it in the U.S. zone throughout the power play. So obviously that could be a factor for them throughout the game, as they really need to capitalize on these opportunities for odd men advantages if they think they're really going to compete in this particular game. Daschke picks it up, sends it all the way down, and that's going to expire the rest of the penalty with 1:10 left in the game, or left in the period. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Germany stopping the puck right at the blue line, keeping it on sides, knocks it back, gets a shot against Rasmussen, and Rasmussen with another fabulous save. 53 seconds left on the clock. The U.S. wins the draw. Here comes Gettinger. Gettinger brings it on sides. Germany gets it and brings it back to center ice. Dumps it into the zone. Up along the far side, Matson. Germany with a shot, goes wide. The U.S. chases. Kierstead and Peak in there battling. And Germany tries to reset again. 10 seconds left in the period. Gettinger with the puck. And that's the end of first period action. So at the end of one, the United States leads Germany 2-0. We are going to take a break here, and we will be bringing up the coaching staff right before the beginning of the next period. So stick with us. We will be back in about 15 minutes. We will leave the banner on so that everybody knows that we are here, and we'll be back with you shortly. Okay. All right, everybody, we're back here in Crimmitschau. Mike Bonish with us this afternoon from the coaching staff. As we talked, we'd have the coaches up here to reflect a little bit at both on the game that we've seen thus far, as well as other extracurricular activities. So, Mike, tell us a little bit about what you see in the first period.
Well, we came out and we played a very aggressive first period, I thought. Boys are really loose today. Obviously, we wanted to see that bouncing back from yesterday's disappointing defeat to the Czechs. But, we had a good night last night at the hotel. Everybody was really focused after the game, and got up this morning with a great attitude, went for a little bit of a walk this morning, and got them in the right frame of mind, and I think it's paying off for us right now. Fantastic. Looks good. Looks like we already capitalized on one of the power plays, which is a change from yesterday. Yep. It's why we play the games. We had a great game with these guys opening up, but Coach Eads made sure that they understood that whatever the result was a week ago against these guys, that we better bring our A game, because everybody wants to beat us here, that's for sure. Excellent. Well, we're about to get underway here. Mike, thanks so much for being with us. And thank you again, Scott, for all the job you've done for us here. You've been outstanding. Fantastic. All right, take care. We're underway. 19:55 left in second period. U.S. leading 2-0. Along the far side, here come the Germans. McInnes trying to get some traffic in there. Shot. Rasmussen with a beautiful stop.
19:30 left in the second period. It is interesting to hear the coaching staff talk. They obviously do keep this team very motivated and keep them focused on the game ahead of them and not behind them. It's been very, very refreshing to hear the kind of focus and energy that they brought to the table. So thanks so much to the coaching staff here at USA Hockey. And we're back underway. Here comes Farmer with a pass from Daschke. On up. Bringing it to Waite. Waite to Bellows. Bellows across to Farmer as we bring it into the Germany zone. Up into the corner, Waite battling. Knocks it up to Farmer. Farmer tries to knock it in deep. Czechs pick it up. Bring it out to neutral ice. Daschke tries to get it out front to Waite. Icing waved off on that one. Here comes Bellows. Bellows with the puck. Tries to bring it up top to Kierstead. Kierstead was moving the other direction at the time, so that obviously wasn't going to work out. Rasmussen picks it up. Kierstead sets up, brings it out to Nierum. And Nierum looks to reset. For the record, Mike is not that tall. He is standing on a step which is 18 inches higher than I just want to reflect on that officially here on the tape. Offsides on the part of Germany. Just under 18 minutes left in second period action. Fred, I figured that would generate some comment.
I was trying to find a way to work in that Mike was such a big man among men, something like that is all I had.
And the United States.
We're still lobbying for hats, so.
Here comes Gettinger. Gettinger, beautiful attack. Knocked away by the Czech goalie, or by the German goalie, excuse me. I'll get that by the end of the game. Kierstead grabs the puck on the far side. Off the wall, back to himself, up front to Matson. Matson on the chase. So, with an icing call, we'll bring it back. 17-13 left in second period action. Germans winning the draw, pulling it away. Kierstead behind the net, brings it out to Gettinger. Picked up by the Germans in traffic. Peak out front. Gettinger into the zone. He's working hard this game. Centers the pass. Tries to get it to Tufte, and Tufte getting twisted around, not able to get a shot off. Germany picks it up, brings it back into the U.S. zone. And that'll be offsides. Again, for our viewers, if you haven't been part of our games thus far, this rink here in Crimmitschau, an outstanding facility, but in and of itself, it is an outdoor rink. It is certainly covered, but you can see on the far end as we scan down there periodically that the trees are right up against the backside of the rink. So an amazing experience. It's probably 65 here today in Crimmitschau. Sun and heck of an experience. I've asked the boys about the ice, whether this softens it up or not, and their feedback is the ice is probably some of the best.
We've got a delayed penalty here, Scott.
So we've got a penalty. The U.S. going to be going shorthanded here. U.S. gets a stick on it, and the puck is whistled dead at 15:48. the U.S. will be going short-handed. Crone heads into the box, as does Tufte. So we're going to be a couple men short here. And Gerlach on the draw. U.S. down by 2 men here. Kierstead and Farmer in together with Gerlach to defend.
We've got a full 2-minute 5-on-3 here to kill.
And you heard the call. 1:30 left on the double power play for the Germans. U.S. picks it off. Peak gets the puck, passes over to Rossini, and Rossini dumps it deep into the zone. Germany brings it into the U.S. zone. Rossini picks it up, knocks it back. Peak along the far side here. Here comes Senden. Senden grabs the puck, tries to get it out of the zone, and it goes all the way down. Just under a minute left in the power play. Germany controlling the puck, but obviously with the loss there, back to center ice. Of course, as soon as I say that, they lose control. Tried a centering pass, picked up by Farmer. Tries to knock it out, not able to clear it. Over and back, blocked by Senden, shot saved by Rasmussen. 3 seconds, and that's going to be the end of the power play. Senden again with a block, knocks it down. Here comes Tufte. Tufte with a pass over to Crone. Crone shot save. So as the 2 players come away from their penalties, get an opportunity for a U.S. play. Senden with a pass up to both Tufte and Crone.
Once again, a tremendous job killing that 5-on-3.
13-17 left in second period action. The United States leading 2-0. Here comes Madsen up to Southers, over to Crone. Crone back to Southers. Southers tries to center it over to Madsen. Not able to get a shot off. Germany picks it up, brings it back to center ice. Nearly a breakaway there, but Peak picks it up, and the U.S. is back in force. Here comes Gettinger, shot save. Madsen picks it up, knocks it back in. Southers battling along the near side. And Germany picks it up, tries to clear the zone, picked off by Kierstead. He knocks it back in. Daschke goes down deep. From the point, shot by Gettinger. That goes wide. And the U.S. controlling the puck nicely here. Madsen, Farmer, Daschke. Down deep to Gettinger. Here comes Gettinger, tries to get a shot off, save. 11:59 left in the second period with a stoppage of action. Absolutely right. A fantastic penalty kill on the part of the United States to kill off a two-man advantage for an entire full 2 minutes. Great effort.
Pretty sure they only allowed the one shot on goal, which was pretty commanding control.
Germany knocks it into the U.S. zone. We pick it up behind the net. And we're going to be going shorthanded, I believe, on an interference call by Bellows. Call is forthcoming here. And Bellows going to be getting a 2 and 10, I believe. The gate is open again. And maybe they change their mind. Nope, doesn't look like it. Southers is heads over to do the 2 minute. So with 11:43 left in the second period, the U.S. picks up a penalty, 2 and 10.
That's unfortunate. That's 2 2 and 10s in 2 games for Mr. Bellows.
And here comes Kopeka. Short-handed, the U.S. moving the puck nicely. Stoppage of play with a high stick. And there was the call for Bellows. Minute 40 left on the penalty kill for the United States here. Kopeka out there together with Yamamoto, and on the far side we've got Peak, and down low is Kiersted. Germany sets up top, tries to bring it down low, back up to the point. A one-timer shot in, stopped by traffic. Again, another shot from the point, broken up in traffic. Germany controlling the puck on this one. Another shot on high. Kiersted blocks it, and a Peak knocks it out of the zone as the U.S. looking to clear and do a line change. 1:05 left on the penalty. Germany brings it back into the zone. Controls, tries to center it. Tipped away by Farmer. Farmer grabs onto it again, tries to get it out of the zone, not able to do so. Germany picks it up on the far side. Rasmussen with an awesome save. 35 seconds left in the power play for the Germans. Rossini over to Farmer. Farmer clearing it. That one's going to go all the way down, stopped by the German goalie. 20 seconds left on the power play. And Krohn making an incredible effort here, short-handed with 9 seconds left. The pass down deep to the Germans. Icing is called as the penalty expires. So the U.S. back to 5-on-5 hockey with 9:41 left to play in the second period. The United States leading 2-0.
Another great kill, and then some nice pressure at the very end of the penalty. So that was a great job by the USA once again.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. It's been some exciting games here in Crimmitschau. Matson battling on the draw. The Germans pick it up, bring it back to neutral ice. Give and go with shot saved by Rasmussen, and the Germans score. Rasmussen makes the first stop, not able to close out on the second. And not enough defensive support there by the United States to be able to stop that action. The Germans pick up the garbage and knock it in. And the U.S. lead deteriorates to 2-1 with 9:29 left in the second period.
Boy, that's unfortunate. Rasmussen's played a heck of a game, and to your point, he made that initial stop, but then he's got to have a little help out in front of the net.
Gerlach on the draw. The U.S. brings it into the German zone. Shot, save, stoppage of action. We'll let you listen to the call here on the goal for the German side. And on the draw, Gerlach with a beautiful goal, takes it up high, and right away takes a little steam out of the German team immediately after the call is completed. So an incredible job there by Gerlach.
The patience he showed on that shot was fantastic. I mean, he didn't get rushed at all. He just picked his shot, picked his spot, and put the biscuit in the basket.
U.S. with a 3-1 lead here with 9:18 left to play. Krohn on the draw. Germany picks it up. Shot broken up. Kiersted stops that one. Up close, Kiersted delivers a blow. Krohn battling to get the puck. Pete comes in there, tries to get it out to Nierum. The U.S. clears the zone and Germany picks it up. Germany knocks it into the U.S. zone. Krohn chases. Nierum looking for an opportunity. Here's the call. And another goal by the United States. So Krohn with the goal. And the U.S. firing things up here midway through the second period. Germany with the puck. Rossini picks it up. Southers out front. Brings it in. Back over to McInnes. McInnes tries to dump it in deep. Blocked up in traffic there. 8 minutes left in second period action. The U.S. leading 4-1. And we've got a timeout on the part of Germany. Probably a good call. An opportunity for them to regroup and take the momentum, slow things down, maybe get the U.S. backed off from the momentum they have.
Scott, you've been calling us out all week, but really want to thank all the help from the great people at Crimmitschau that we've had this week, in particular our new friend Gerhardt, and just everybody here at the rink has been very helpful, very friendly. It's been fantastic.
It sure has. You're absolutely right. Gerhardt, we'll show you a picture of Gerhardt. Gerhardt has actually been one of our folks, and these are his two daughters on each shoulder, and they're looking for hats themselves, but actually Gerhardt himself has gotten a USA shirt from us for all the help that he's given to us. Back to the action here in the U.S. zone. Farmer knocks it out back to center ice.
Rasmussen had a really nice stop again back there. He's just playing very solid.
Dashke with the puck, brings it up to Southers, tips it into the zone. The U.S. goes for a line change. Farmer up top, keeps it in. Germans pick it up and bring it along the near side. Here comes Yamamoto. Yamamoto knocked down there as he's looking to make his way behind the net. Germany picks it up out to center ice. And here comes Dashke. Dashke knocks it over to Yamamoto and Kierstead. Centering pass by the Germans, and that's going all the way across. Nobody there to pick it up. Germany with another shot high. No threat. And here comes Yamamoto. Yamamoto over to Gerlach. Yamamoto with the player of the game on Wednesday. .536 left in second period action. The United States leaving 4-1. Here comes Nierum, cross center ice, brings it into the zone. Broken up. Waite comes in. Waite goes over to Crone. Crone up top to McInnes. McInnes back to Crone. Crone across to Rossini. And down to Waite, and ultimately a goal. So very nice set of plays there.
That is how you score as a team. Fantastic.
5-1 for the U.S. 5:06 left in second period action. And the U.S. is on a roll now. They're going to have to watch the penalties now, because I'm sure they're going to be calling anything they can. Gerhard now donning his Team USA shirt right next to us here in the booth. So that goal going to Waite with support from Crone and Rossini getting the assists. 4:32 left in second period action. Nierum with the puck up to Crone. Crone handling the puck around, shoots, scores, gets it by the German goalie. 4:24 left, 6-1 lead.
A nice bit of stick handling there. Two of the things I've noticed about this team, they've got some big physical players, and then they also have some guys that can really dangle through tight traffic.
No question about it. Crone, very talented, can move that puck, get around guys, can see the ice. An exceptional player for Team USA. Matson on the draw. Czechs try to bring it into the zone. Dashke says we will have none of that. Brings it across to Farmer. Farmer to Gettinger. Gettinger out to Matson. Tries to get a shot off. That goes wide. Matson with another shot save. The Germans pick it up and look to set up themselves. U.S. breaks it up. Here comes Gettinger again. Dashke shoot. Save and stoppage of play. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in second period action. Gerlach on the draw, pulls it back to Kierstead. Kierstead down deep, gets it to Yamamoto. Yamamoto tries to cycle it back, picked off by the Germans. Senden picks it up, over to Gerlach again. Gerlach looks to try to get it to Senden, can't get his stick on it, goes by him. Senden picks it up on a pass from Kierstead. And here comes Yamamoto with a physical hit in the corner. A lot to be said for this team, the size, as Fred was talking about. These guys are significant. When they deliver a hit, it has some mass to it. So the Germans clear the zone, get a shot off, and go for a line change with 3:03 left in the period. Pass up to Senden. Senden looking for Gerlach. Not available. Tries to get a shot off. That goes wide. Yamamoto dumps it back in deep as he stops the puck. Gerlach goes for the chase. Rossini back to Senden. Senden with the puck looking for a player. Tries to get it in and down. And the Germans pick it up with 2:30 left in the period. So there's going to be a penalty here for the United States. Gerlach headed to the box. The U.S. going short-handed for most of the rest of the second period. Crone on the draw. The Germans win it. They bring it down deep. McInnes delivers a hit. Here comes Crone at neutral ice, and here's the call. We'll let you listen. The U.S. with some pretty good pressure here on the penalty kill. .110 left on the power play for the Germans. They knock it into the U.S. zone. Farmer gets a stick on it, brings it all the way out. Center ice. Kopeka putting pressure on the forecheck. Germans set up. Dashkey down low, chases him out. Pass over to the side. Kopeka gets a stick on it, breaks it up, and here comes Dashkey. Dashkey back to Kopeka. Kopeka on the attack. And the Germans pick it up and bring it back. 22 seconds left on the penalty. 43 seconds left in the game. Germany sets up down deep again. Kierstead delivering a hit. Up high for the Germans. Score! Rasmussen not seeing that one. He had a blocked view as he had players in front of him. Gets tipped down and in. So as the Germans pick the second one up, it is now 6-2. Penalties costing the U.S. here, but with a pretty solid lead at 6-2. As we look to wrap up the second period, they're feeling pretty confident. The U.S. on the attack there went offside, weren't able to close that out. Gerlach on the draw. Puck comes back to Peak across to Rossini. Rossini gets it out to Gerlach. Gerlach up to Senden. Senden along the far side gets held up. Backed up by Gerlach with a pass forward to Gerlach. And that'll be the end of the period. And there's going to be a penalty on that one. After the buzzer, we've got a hit delivered to Gerlach. So the U.S. was going to get a power play as we start the third period action. So with that close, the U.S. feeling very strong about what they've done so far in the game, have the opportunity to really go into this third period feeling very confident about what they've got ahead of them. So with that, we're going to break here. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, and we will talk to you here shortly with the coaches to talk about second period progress. And the U.S. here setting up, a minute 54 left until action gets underway for the third period. The U.S. going to be starting with a power play for the first 2 minutes.
You'll note after calling Mike's height into question, he did not come back between periods, Scott.
You're right. And we're underway. The U.S. with the power play. Here comes Waite. The top of this period. McInnes. And a shot, goal. So the U.S. penalty, or the German penalty, has created an opportunity for the U.S. to capitalize and go ahead 7-2. Just 22 seconds into this third period.
And that puck movement is exactly what I've been talking about. The U.S. has got a lot of confidence. They're moving it well. They're working together well. They're cycling well. And one shot, one goal.
Nice play by the U.S. We talked about Gerhard earlier. Here's Gerhard with his entire family, 2 daughters, wife, and his USA hockey sweatshirt or T-shirt. So appreciate his help and hospitality here in Crimmitschau. Here's the call for the goal for the U.S. Tufte down deep, sets up. Tries to keep it in the zone to Farmer. Farmer not able to get across, gets back. Tufte bringing it up to Yamamoto. Tufte to Crone. Crone cycles it over to Farmer. Farmer looking for a player. Cycles to Tufte. Across to Yamamoto. Yamamoto looks down deep to Tufte. Across and in for Crone. So on a beautiful pass from Tufte over to Crone. Crone in for the 8th goal for the U.S. here in the third period. 18:31 left in this third period action.
Once again, outstanding teamwork on the part of USA. The guys are having fun, moving the puck, being selfless.
Eight to 2. Matson on the draw. The U.S. picks it up to Southers, and here's the call. 17:52 left in third period action. Peak brings it over to Gettinger. Gettinger down low, brings it out to center ice. Here he comes, brings it into the zone, looking for an opportunity to charge, passes it back to Southers. The Germans picking it up out to center ice, picked off by Farmer, but again by the Germans. The Germans try to set up for a shot, broken up. Matson over to Nierum. Nierum back to Farmer. Farmer with a shot, knocked away by the German skater. And the puck knocked down low, and Germany picks it up, pulls it out of the zone. Here comes Kopeka. Kopeka brings it in. Germany picks it up, back to neutral ice. Changes out the defenders on the Germany side. Tufte with the puck tries to bring it in, picked off by the Germans. Germans back into the U.S. zone. 16:20 left in third period action. Shot saved by Rasmussen. Another shot. That one was wide. Up top for the Germans. Tufte picks it off, passes it back to Daschke. Daschke brings it up to Kopeka. Kopeka dumps it into the zone. And the U.S. changes out a couple players. Here comes Waite. Waite tries to get a stick on it, doesn't. Kopeka picks it up. Peak in traffic. Pulls it up to Gerlach. Gerlach looks. Takes a shot. Saved. And that will bring the play to stop. 15:34 in the third period remaining. The United States with an 8-2 lead. Very commanding lead at this point for the U.S. Gerlach wins the draw, pulls it back to McInnes. McInnes dumps it in. Sendin chases into the corner. Gerlach with the puck back to Sendin. Sendin gets bumped, tied up along the boards. Gerlach helps, and the Germans pick it up and pull it out. Neutral ice, dumped into the zone. All the way up high, shot high and wide. Rasmussen never threatened there. 15 minutes left in the third period action. Rossini battling. Germans nearly lose the puck and almost have Waite with mano-a-mano with the goalie on the German side, but they pick it up and bring it out of the zone. Now back in. Waite going down. No call there on the part of the a potential hook. Sendin with the puck. Gerlach up high. Rossini. Rossini shot in traffic and knocked away. McInnes tries to get a shot in, breaks a stick, and there's a battle in front of the net. So we've got Waite and Sendin, which are possible candidates to visit the other side of the ice. Not calling anything, it looks like, at this point, so just escorting folks back to the box. 14:15 left in third period action. 5-on-5 hockey. Gerlach dumps it in, or excuse me, Daschke dumps it in. Germans pick it up, try to center it all the way up top to Daschke. Daschke brings it back to Krohn. Krohn across over to Yamamoto. Tufte with a shot, blocked, saved by the Germans. Farmer brings it in, down to Krohn. Krohn now at Tufte. Tufte looking for a U.S. player. That knocked away by the Germans, and they're going to be going for a line change here with 13:30 left in the period. Passed up to Krohn from Farmer, picked off by the Germans. Out to Daschke, and the Germans bring it into the U.S. zone. Centering pass knocked away by the U.S. Some excellent defense there. And Germany brings it back in again. Tufte delivers a heck of a blow along the near side boards. Breaks up the play, and the Germans keep it down deep. Farmer with the puck now, passes it over to Krohn. Krohn trying to get it out, ends up in the hands of Germany. They take a shot, save. Another shot from the point. Tufte picks it off and knocks it out. Here comes Germany again with 12.5 minutes left to play in the period. Rasmussen makes another stop, drops it down, and continuing action. Daschke down deep. Over to Farmer. Out to Southers. Germans pick it up in traffic there at neutral ice. And here comes Matson. Matson gets a shot off, knocked away by the German goalie, and that's out of play. 12:08 left in third period action. The United States leading 8-2. Back underway here. Southers or Gettinger with the shot down deep. Germany picks it up, brings it out to neutral ice into the U.S. zone. Deflected shot goes high, bounces down in front of Rasmussen, so a little bit difficult to chase. Brought out again out front, and Germany has it now down in their end. Peak, here he comes. Tries to set up, center it to Southers. Germany picks it off, and they're back at center ice. Rasmussen makes a stop. Madsen pulls it back. Rossini. Here comes Farmer. Farmer tries to center it, gets it over to Gettinger. Gettinger not able to hold on to it. And we've got a breakaway here for Germany. Germany with a shot, saved by Rasmussen with 11 minutes left. Excellent play, mano a mano. Rasmussen keeping it 8-2. And here comes Southers offside on the part of the U.S., breaking up a real opportunity there for Southers to go in on the attack. Krohn on the draw. The Germans pick it up and knock it into the U.S. zone. There comes Farmer. Farmer over to McInnes. McInnes up to Nierum. Nierum tries to bring it all the way across over to Kopeka. Germans pick it up behind their net and look to set up. Out front. Out of the zone. Farmer picks it up. Cross, McInnes. And here comes Nierum. Nierum over to Krohn. Krohn tries to tip it in. That goes high and over the top of the German goalie. Germany picks it up and brings it back out front. McInnes now with the puck. Brings it back. Germany putting a lot of forecheck pressure on. And there's going to be a penalty for Our friend McInnes here obviously goes away with a hook. Just under 10 minutes to play. 8-2 lead. The U.S. will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Gerlach on the draw. Pulls it back to Peak. Peak tries to get it out of the zone, not able to do so. Back to Daschke, and Daschke sends it all the way down. Here comes the German team. Gerlach on the chase. Senden trying to block. Over and across. Senden gets a stick on it. Neutralize collisions going on there, obviously slowing things down a little. 1:20 left on the power play for the Germans. All the way across, shot wide. Daschke sending it all the way around, and that one's going to come all the way down. So with 1 minute left on the power play for the Germans, U.S. changing lines. Rossini along the close side there with the Germans, battling in the corner. Here comes Farmer again to kind of knock it out. The U.S. does so and sends the Germans packing one more time. Setting up again with 30 seconds left in the power play. Yamamoto grabs the puck, sends it down to Waite. Waite looking for Yamamoto to catch up, tries to get it out to him. Farmer keeps it in the Germany zone. Short-handed the U.S. is here, keeping things on the German end. 15 seconds left in the power play. Into the U.S. zone, knock it in deep. Rossini chases. Germany with a shot. I think that went off Rasmussen, and he had the save.
No, it was a great save by Rasmussen.
And here we go. Yamamoto all by himself shoots. Waite was right there behind him. Krohn dumps it back over to Yamamoto. Yamamoto holds onto it, loses an edge, and falls down. And that'll be the end of the penalty. So the U.S. back at 5-on-5. A strong penalty kill there. Daschke dumps it deep. Peak over to Waite, over to Yamamoto, back to Waite, and here comes Krohn. Shot by Daschke, goes wide, shot again, in by Peak, and it's stopped by the goalie from Germany. 7:07 left to play in the third period. Bellows on the draw. That goes out of play. We have a penalty on the part of Germany. So we are now going to be sending the U.S. into a power play situation here with 7:04 left to play. Bellows, Krohn, Tufte, McInnes, and Rossini in for the U.S. right now. Bellows hold on to it on the far side. Back to Krohn, down to Bellows. Bellows looks, takes it down deep to Krohn, back to Bellows. Krohn loses control of it. Little pressure from the Germans, and the Germans end up with the puck. That gets stopped by Rossini, though, who sends it back in deep. Stopped by Tufte. Tufte gets a shot, blocked by one of the German players, and that puck's out of play. 1:24 left in the power play for the U.S., 6:28 left in the game. This is the final game of the Five Nations tournament here for the U17s. The Five Nations represented by Slovakia, the Czech Republic, Switzerland, Germany, and the United States. All highly competitive teams in the sport of hockey. and have been a very, very fun time for Fred and I to have the opportunity to watch and broadcast here together with you. 1:20 left in the power play to the U.S. Madsen on the draw. Germany gets it. They knock it up high and send the U.S. down to their own zone. Daschke going after it. Tried to pass it back, hit our own net from behind, and got tied up with one of the German players. So Germany holding on to it for a few seconds there. Just under a minute left in the power play. Here comes Daschke again. Daschke looking. Gets a little bit knocked off center there for the moment, but gets a shot down to Madsen. Madsen controlling the puck, slowing things down a little bit for the United States. Southers in, over to Gettinger. Gettinger looking. Tries to bring it forward and loses control of it. Germany knocks it out, and here comes the United States again. Gettinger holding onto it, controls the puck down to Daschke. Daschke in a battle gets it over to Southers. Back to Daschke, over to Madsen. This German team playing a tremendous physical game here today. 4 seconds left in the power play. A tip there attempted by Southers, stopped by the German goalie, and that'll be the end of the penalty against Germany. So we are back to 5-on-5 hockey with just over 5 minutes left in the game. 8-2 United States. Tufte on the draw, pulls it back to Rossini. Rossini back to Nierum. Kopeka brings it back over to Nierum. Tufte tries to dig it out, brings it along behind the net, over to Peak. Peak trying to bring it back to Tufte. Tufte holds on to it. Traffic with Germany. Nierum grabs it. Tufte out top. Rossini's got the puck, shoots, and stopped by the German goalie with 4:26 left to play in this game. Mark Senden on the draw. Excuse me, Max Gerlach. Those two numbers are hard to separate. Now Senden with the puck. Over to Waite. Back to Senden. Senden up top to McInnes. And a shot by Farmer. Tried to get a glove on it, goalie, but went over the top of him, so that's in the back. Waite with the puck now. Back over to Gerlach. Down to Waite. Over to Gerlach again. Shoots high. Farmer knocks it in deep again. And once again retains the puck. And we're going to get a hand pass there call. So that's going to be centered outside the blue line with 3:47 left to play. 8-2 by the United States. Bellows on the draw, brings it back, tipped up and into the zone. Bellows has the puck, and the Germans pick it off. 3:30 left in the game. U.S. feeling pretty confident at this point in the victory, but obviously needing and wanting to close it out strong. Puck bouncing back and forth between the German zone and neutral ice. U.S. doing a decent job of defending it and keeping it on their own zone. But, of course, as we say that, they end up in their own zone. 3 minutes left in the third period. And here comes Germany, dumps it into the zone, goes for a line change. 2:30 left in the game. Rossini brings it out to Bellows. Tried to clear the zone. Rossini picks it up again. And here comes Rossini. Up to Yamamoto. Yamamoto getting tied up there by the Germans. Battling against the far wall. And Germany picks it up at neutral ice. And just a program note for everybody, a reminder that at the conclusion of the game here, we will be receiving the players of the game being announced on both the part of Germany and the United States, and we will be broadcasting that session, so stick with us while the players of the game are announced. 1:40 left in this game. The USA leading 8-2. Here comes Germany back to neutral ice, dumping it deep into the zone and chasing the puck. Here comes Farmer. 1 minute left to play in this game. Over to Southers. Southers battling along the near side. Germany picks it off. Farmer delivers a hit to one of the German players right at the bench as we look to close out the period. Gettinger with the puck, and here comes Germany. Shot high. There was an opportunity there, but obviously not converted. Rasmussen really never threatened in that attack.
To quote the great Bob Uecker, just a bit outside.
Another shot by Germany, again wide. 19 seconds left as we look to click off the victory for the United States. Dumped into the U.S. zone with 8 seconds left. Daschke goes into the corner. Germany picks up the puck. Peak ends up with it, and that'll be the end of the game. A strong victory for the United States, 8-2 over Germany. Credit going to Rasmussen. He did have his hands full in a number of situations, was able to really keep the U.S. in the game. And offensively, the U.S. putting it together again today so that we could get on the top of this game. So special teams done well, goaltending done well, defense done well. I think we can really call this a victory. Strong victory for the United States. So as the red carpet goes down, we await the handout and the announcement of the players of the game from both Germany and the United States. They do broadcast both these announcements and some of the commentary in German and in English, so at times it might be difficult or challenging to understand. But we are going to let you listen to the call here.
Wir kommen zur Ehrung der besten Spieler des Spieles USA gegen Deutschland. Die Preise werden gesponsert durch den Ministerpräsidenten des Freistaates Sachsen, Herrn Stanislav Tillich. Übergeben werden die Pokale vom Herrn Jan Löffler, Mitglied des Sächsischen Landtages. We will now present the Player of the Game Awards for the best player of each team. The awards are sponsored by Prime Minister of Saxony, Mr. Stanislav Tillich. The prizes will be handed over by Mr. Jan Löffler, a member of the Saxon Parliament. Der beste Spieler des Teams der USA, the best player, Team USA, Nummer 9, Number 9, Henry Crowe.
So for the U.S. receiving player of the game, Henry Crone picks it up. Nice job by Crone. Nice game. And for Germany, number 19 picked winning player of the game.
Ja, und wir danken Herrn Stadtrat Crimmitschau und Herrn Löffler recht herzlich für die Unterstützung beim U17-Nationen-Turnier hier in Crimmitschau. Ich übergebe jetzt das Wort an den Oberbürgermeister der Stadt Crimmitschau, Herrn Holm Günther.
Recht vielen Dank, liebe Eishockey-Freunde, liebe Mannschaften, die hier waren jetzt in den letzten 5 Tagen. Nochmal von meiner Seite aus erstmal ein herzliches Willkommen hier in Crimmitschau für alle von Ihnen dort. Und ich habe gemerkt, Sie haben sich oder ihr habt euch auch als Eishockeyspieler recht wohlgefühlt. Und gerade das Wohlgefühl ist ja eine der wichtigsten Geschichten. Und deshalb möchte ich mich bedanken recht herzlich bei allen, die dafür gesorgt haben, dass wir heute und die letzten Tage hier in Crimmitschau Eishockey spielen konnten. Vor allen Dingen beim DEB möchte ich mich recht herzlich bedanken. Michael Fuhl möchte mich auch bedanken bei Franz Kante, mit dem wir die ersten Gespräche geführt haben. Recht herzlichen Dank, dass wir das hier in Crimmitschau durchführen durften. Ich möchte mich auch bedanken bei allen, ob das im Verein ist, bei den Eisenbahnen, bei den Sponsoren, bei allen, die freiwillig mitgeholfen haben, hier diese U17-Ländervergleichsmöglichkeit zu gestalten. Recht herzlichen Dank dafür. Und es war nochmal eine wunderbare Geschichte nach der U18-Weltmeisterschaft, die wir 2011 hier in Crimmitschau haben durften. Auch mit dem Spiel, was am Freitag stattgefunden hat, aus der DNL, aus einer ganzen
And the gentleman on the right there in the blue coat is the gentleman, if you were with us yesterday, we were talking about was the host translator for the United States. Actually spent time at Bemidji State in the United States, which is in Minnesota, and was there an exchange student for about a year. And now obviously with this involvement here, being originally from Crimmitschau, was doing the translation after his time in the U.S. He's a fantastic guy, helped us out here in the booth, and it was a fun time to meet. Goes to school now in Leipzig, which is about an hour and a half north of here, Crimmitschau here in eastern Germany.
Ich übergebe nun das Mikrofon an Herrn Lutz Höfer, den Turnierleiter, Mr. Lutz Höfer, Manager of the Tournament.
Ja, ich möchte so fast zum Abschluss mich recht herzlich bedanken bei der Stadt Crimmitschau, vertreten durch unseren Oberbürgermeister, der es möglich gemacht hat, jetzt hier schon Eis zu haben. Dafür ein ganz herzliches Dankeschön. ein ganz besonderes Bedürfnis ist es, mir jetzt zu danken an alle Helfer, die hier fast eine Woche lang im Einsatz waren. Danke an mein Team, ihr seid großartig.
And the Crimmitschau hosts thanking all of the participants here and all the sponsors for financing this incredible event for the Five Nations Tour. Fred, how big do you think the town of Crimmitschau is?
You know, I think it's about as big as you were saying the other day, and I don't recall. How big did you say that you thought it was?
I'm guessing it's a couple thousand, maybe.
That was what I thought. Beautiful city.
And the U.S. receiving the trophy. Needham goes up to receive the trophy for the United States. Thanks the various dignitaries. And the trophy held up high. So the United States taking a second place here in the tournament with an incredible performance. Yesterday's game against the Czechs, fantastic. All right, and as the players shake hands, I'd like to take a special moment to thank the coaches again and USA Hockey for all that you've done to get us here and get these teams here. An incredible effort by the parts of the team. Thank you to our my fellow broadcaster, Fred Nornberg, for making the trip and having a great time. And we look to hopefully be doing this again, hopefully in the near future. And with that, we're going to sign off after the shaking of hands. Have a great day, everyone.